Gentlemen, unconfirmed reports from an anonymous source, anonymous Argos staff member posted on social media last night that they suggested they said that their stock, I've lost track of where I'm supposed to be looking, their stock had been picked up by scalpers. They're not the only ones doing it. They're trying to cancel these scalpers stock. It's not working. It's these bot network things that are working. They need to put capture on there and only have one per credit card, debit card, etc., to try and stem the flow.
Here's the thing, right? The retailers are trying to do it, but Sony are doing fuck all. There is just simply not enough.
Right, hold on.
They should have damn well delayed it.
Keith,
yeah? I'm really riled about
this. Second, why is this Sony's problem?
Because it is Sony's problem. Because
this is the retailer's problem, not Sony's problem.
No, it's not. By launching it when they did with a lack of stock, they are effectively giving the scalpers business. If they had flooded the fucking market with stock, there wouldn't be these arsehole scalpers that are selling PlayStation for 1,500 quid.
Keith, ever since the PS2, actually ever since the Nintendo Super Nintendo Entertainment System, I know of scalpers. Okay, they have been around. Hang on, Keith, they've been around. But it's not. Sony didn't fuck up their ordering system.
They fucked up by putting it out. They fucked up by putting it out without enough stock. There is no stock anywhere, and they're launching it in more and more countries. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. They have put 3,000 units.
4.8 million.
Bullshit. I'm sorry.
Million.
Bullshit.
4.8 million. Yeah,
it's bullshit. I don't believe it.
Why is it bullshit?
Because they haven't got enough stock. We know that they've only put 3,000 out in Thailand. They've only got they're launching in India, another big market, and apparently it's heavily rumored they've got less than 10,000 on launch day for India. There is no stock of this anywhere because of the issues that's going on in China. I don't believe these figures. I think Sony are bullshitting.
No,
I really don't believe it.
I know. You know why I know? Because Microsoft will be the first one to call them out on it. Yeah. They've got reason to call them out on it. They've sold 2.4 million Xbox X Series consoles. Okay, so that is pretty much double.
I don't think the stock's there. I just don't. I mean, the way these things are going. I mean, you look at how all this stock came back into the UK and it sold out in less than 30 minutes. Right? Is that true? Something like 30 minutes.
I don't think it was 30 minutes. It was sold out within minutes before it went on general sale. So before it was actually known or available within the Argos website, they found a backdoor in to then nick all of those and buy stuff. And there
could have been people pre-ordering them all. Yeah.
Well, they'd already bought them, and the next morning they were picking them up. And then it was the next day that they were meant to be going live, but they were already got them and they were already picking them up that day. So
that's what happened here, because I witnessed it happened to two retailers here. They're not admitting it, but loads of people called them out online for it. That's exactly what happened here. The website's
retailers don't care, do they? Because at the end of the day, if they're still getting the sales,
they're getting the money.
I couldn't give couldn't get absolute monkeys about it.
There's a level of corruption here that I haven't witnessed before, and believe me, I remember when the PS2 came out, and I went through the whole pre-order scheme there, and literally a few weeks later, it all came into stock, and everybody could get one. I have never known anything quite like this. I mean, it's worse when it comes to graphics cards. I mean, let's don't even get me started on the 3080.
Because that's fucking crypto mining there.
Yeah, I know. But I have not seen anything quite like this.
This is twofold. You're both right. You are both right, because yes, the lack of stock has driven this, but the retailers are not doing enough. They just need that fucking capture thing on there.
One per person and capture. That's it.
I agree with you. I was going to say I agree. I'm angry, so I apologize. It's really got to me, this. You're right, Gareth, that it is the retailers, but I also think some of the responsibility falls on Sony.
It's Sony's job and their marketing department to spin everybody up into a fury to want to buy these. They did it with the PS3, they've done it with the PS4, Xbox has done it too.
But you have a moral.
Cyberpunk is another example of this, but people got wound up into wanting to buy something, yeah. And the idea is that and then also creating scarcity also helps sell too.
I get that, but I think you have a certain moral obligation, and I think that they knew the demand for this was going to be great, doubly fold because of what's going on at the moment. And if they hadn't got the stock, I think morally they should have waited a bit, because that would have downed what's going on at the moment. So I do think some of the responsibility lies on Sony. I do. I'm sorry, but I do.
Well, if you go on eBay is absolutely saturated with PS5s.
And people are paying for it. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it's the idiots out there that are going and paying for $1,000+ for a freaking PlayStation. I won't do that. I refuse point blank to do that.
Totally agree.
I'm completely with you on that one. It's a case of I get a PC. If it's £1,000, get a fucking PC. I've done with it.
Yeah.
I want to join in with you guys, and I want that PS5 experience, because I know it's good. But
I want one as well. Get me one as well, Keith.
Yeah.
See,
I'll get you the digital edition, Baxter.
Oh no, that's just cruel. That is so cruel.
When I'm on Instagram on our Monkey Nut Punch page, come follow us, and I'm scrolling through the pictures. Every 5 or so, there is a promoted post by one of these scalpers trying to sell, and they've turned off comments because everyone's calling them out.
Yeah,
good.
And it's just crazy. And my wife was asking me about how to get a PlayStation 5 because one of her friends
steal mine.
Buy one. I said, don't at the moment. Just wait. Their child might want one, but you just got to wait, because you can get one from eBay or whatever. Just don't. Because
find one of these desperate little geeks that's got one. Flash them. I'm sure they'll give it to her.
Well,
that's about the only chance she's going to get of getting one. Sorry, my eyes are going funny. You can't get.
She was talking about flashing, Keeper.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, it is one of those things. All right.
The best thing you can do, if you haven't got one yet, wait.
Do you know what the really annoying thing is? On my soundboard that I haven't got set up at the moment, I have a button where it says warning, Keith and Gareth are about to go off on one. You have been warned. I wish I had mine set up, because I would have pressed that button for that.
It's over with. I partially agree. I do agree that it is the retailers, as I said to you.
They both could do better, and I
think
could hold off and say, right, we've built up about 500,000 here. Off they go. They might be doing that. Maybe they need to wait until they've got 1 million. But then the retailers themselves need to do better.
It's massively backfired on Sony here, because most Thai people are not aware that the Sony store or Sony centers are actually franchised. So the Sony store here had a massive crash, unsurprisingly, on the day that pre-orders kicked off. So they delayed it. And they said, right, we'll give you the information on Monday. So everybody jumped back online on Monday. The website crashed again. And they said, oh, yeah, no, we're just giving you the information. Pre-orders will start on Wednesday. So then everybody had to wait for a third day. And, of course, it crashed. And then they miraculously sold out like every other retailer. And apparently it's only available through the online channel. And people are livid. I mean, there's been quite a massive backlash on Sony. Sales around Sony, around the whole of Thailand, are down this week.
If we were in regular retail mode, I imagine all those store people, especially people like Game, would be selling them in store. If we didn't have our thingy, because they want people to come into their store to buy something. They're coming back to the GameStop story. Those retails look like they're dying, hence people are shorting their stock. But they would want people inside to buy the extra stuff.
I agree with you, but we are open here. All our retail stores are open. The problem was there was only 3,000 coming into the country, although Sony haven't admitted that. But that's a well sort of founded rumor that there was only 3,000.
Gav's right, because when I was trying to buy my Xbox Series X, I was doing it through the online channel, and I was sitting in a 40-minute queue just to log in. I drove into town because they were still open at that point, and walked in the store and went, "Have you got any allocated still for this?" And he went, "Yep." I went, "Put my name down, please. Pre-ordered." Okay, great, done. And I walked out.
I did the
If I
same
could have
thing.
done that with a PS5, that would have been brilliant.
Yeah.
But I couldn't with the PS5, unfortunately. I
So-
missed the first wave. Second wave was online only.
It's because this is an online. The online part of this is causing the issues.